Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome to Simply Dough It, the channel that brings you all about dough and more. Today, I'm here with one of my absolute favorites, sesame bagels. These beauties are the queens of Turkish street food. I have a very simple recipe for you today. We are going to make them with multigrain flour to make them a little more healthier, if you know what I mean. As always, I'll leave the exact amount of ingredients in the description box below. Sift the flour through. This will oxygenize our flour. I'm adding my yeast straight to the flour because I'm certain of them. If you are not sure of yours, I recommend activating it first. I try to minimize the amount of yeast as much as I can. In this recipe, I'm using only 2 grams of dry yeast to half a kilo of flour. Now, return the seeds to the flour and add the water. I have 300 milliliters of room temperature water here and I'm going to be using it all. I just added in parts to make my life easier. My dough easier. Is that English? I'm also using 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, one of which I added to the dough now, and I will use the rest later when needing it. And that's pretty much it with the ingredients. Now back to the dough. We need to knead this dough until nice and homogeneous. Or homogeneous. Can't be homogeneous. Anyway, you got what I mean. Of course, you could use a machine to knead the dough, but I will be kneading it with my hands because 1. I don't have a machine. 2. I don't have a machine because I love making dough with my hands. I don't mean to sound dirty, but that's what it is. As you can see, the dough is going to be quite sticky in the beginning. It is this flour that 1. Does not look very eye-pleasing. 2. It's not going to get that nice and fluffy as the other white plain flours. This dough is a bit heavy because of all those seeds in it, so you don't need to worry that it doesn't look that silky smoochy. The bagels will nevertheless turn out amazing. Try not to stuff the dough with the flour. Make use of oil. But if the dough is unmanageably sticky, you could use some flour just to dust your hands clean. Few minutes and you are going to have a pleasant dough that will not be sticking to your hands and a working surface. It's still a bit sticky, but not so much. The tip here is not to apply a lot of pressure when kneading it. Be gentle, but fast. Drizzle the bowl with some oil, place the dough in, cover it and leave it in a quiet place for an hour. Just so. Before baking, Turkish bagel is dipped in a molasses. Molasses is a liquid sweetener. I don't have a molasses, so I'm going to make a honey water. I'm just gonna add a tablespoon of honey into a glass of lukewarm water and mix it well. And that's it. Today I'm using black and white raw sesame seeds. Now, of course, you could use roasted or any other seeds you like. As a matter of fact, these ones could hit the oven even without, because our dough is multigrain. But what is Turkish bagel without sesame seeds? Plus, they give the bagel special crunch and taste. After an hour's time, the dough is ready to work with. Do not expect this dough to double or triple in size, because as I had mentioned earlier, it's a bit heavy dough due to all those seeds. This recipe is going to make you 10 medium bagels. Make balls out of them and then stretch them into a line. I hope I'm describing it correctly. Then fold the line, like shown on the video, and then twist it. Then bring the ends together and seal it. Make sure that it's really nicely sealed, and that's all there is to it. Our bagels are formed. Now we'll dip them in a sweet water and then in sesame seeds and then leave them for half an hour for a final proof, of course under cover. As a matter of fact, I'll show you 2 versions. This one I dip in the water and then in the seeds. I will also show you the other one where I only sprinkle the bagels with water and seeds, and I'll also show the end results too. My bagels rested half an hour. I'll bake them 20-30 minutes in preheated to 180 Celsius oven. Now, sometimes it takes them 20 minutes, sometimes 25, sometimes 30 minutes. Just bake them until golden brown. Here they are. The first batch is ready. They cooled for about 10 minutes now, so I can touch and show them to you. Now, they baked for half an hour, and you can see how well baked they are. This for me is of crucial importance, that the product is well baked inside out. We can have some with butter. There is no butter in these bagels, so not so guilty. What can be better than a fresh warm bread and butter? Or do you have better ideas? And here is the second batch, and they turned out higher. Can you see that too? I will show you the bottom, and well done, although these baked only 25 minutes. So that's the multigrain sesame bagels, ladies and gents. Absolute delight for breakfast on their own or as a base for sandwiches. Would you like to know my fetish? It's a fresh bagel with tomatoes. Might sound silly, but only until you try it. Here, my bagel completely cooled, freshly cooled, and I'm going to enjoy some now. And that is it from me for today, guys. I hope you liked the video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you found it useful, do give me some likes, share it with your friends, and let me know in the comments how yours went. If you're new to my channel, do hit the subscribe button and let's simply do it together. I thank you for watching and see you in my next videos. Bye for now.